Yo, I'ma start off by saying that this chapter was fucking hype. Like, Luffy made this chapter hype, I can't lie to you guys. Savage moments like this is the reason why I love Luffy. Although it's still reckless, it's a different kind of reckless than him just diving headfirst towards Big Mom with absolutely no stamina left, or standing in front of an army being stubborn, risking Nami's life. Like, this is the Luffy that I enjoy reading about. The Luffy that puts the crew's safety before himself. I'm sure everyone's in agreement with what I'm about to say, and if you're not, that's completely fine. Just leave your opinions in the comments. And that is, in Luffy's current state, he can't beat Katakuri. Or if he can, then it would have to be an extremely high diff fight. Especially when you consider that Luffy has now separated himself from everybody and there's no way that he can actually get back to them, seeing as Broly is now passed out on the floor. But Luffy then destroyed the mirror afterwards, so no one can get to him and he can't get out. That panel was fucking god tier, by the way. But yeah, it leaves Luffy in a really bad situation because there's no way he's winning this fight without at least going Gear 4th. And in my opinion, I could be wrong, but there's no way that Luffy defeats Katakuri before Gear 4th runs out, and because he's completely isolated himself from everyone else, he's gonna be a sitting duck when that time expires. Now, I'm sure Oda does have some sort of plan for Luffy this fight, and to be honest, the only way I see Luffy winning this fight is with some sort of new ability, like Gear 5th for example. I know a lot of people don't want to see Gear 5th, and I kind of agree. I don't want to see Luffy pull out Gear 5th this late into the arc, because then it would raise the question, why didn't he just use it any time before now? Because it could have really helped us out in a lot of situations. So I hope Oda doesn't just bring that out of nowhere. But I feel like without Gear 5th or some sort of upgrade, he's not defeating Katakuri. And those alternate Gear 4th forms like Tankman don't count in my opinion. They're still Gear 4th at the end of the day. It doesn't actually make him any stronger. The way I see it, all it does is divert his power towards different things. For example, Tankman might make him more durable, and then he might make another one where it makes him faster, but then he's less durable. Like, he's still Gear 4th Luffy, he's still Gear 4th strength level, but he's just diverting his power and attributes and using it in different ways. I don't feel like Gear 4th is enough to defeat Katakuri regardless of how he shifts his power. But I could be wrong. So yeah, in my opinion, if Luffy beats Katakuri in a 1v1 without any sort of power up, then that's just crazy. Like, there's no way that someone who can see into the future loses a 1v1 fight unless they're severely overpowered, outmatched and outplayed, and Luffy isn't any of those things. But of course, Luffy has to win here for the story to progress. Well, he doesn't have to win, but he has to escape, which in a way is kind of him winning because that's all he wants to do anyway. So if he does win, then I just hope that Oda somehow makes it plausible. But that's just my thoughts on it. I want to quickly move on to a couple other things like the Pedro flashback. I really enjoyed reading that because to me it felt as though it added so much more weight to Pedro's sacrifice, especially seeing how he seemingly looked up to Roger before Roger died, and then one day he suddenly got the news of Roger's death, and he was a little kid at the time, but now he's actually got the opportunity to help out the future Pirate King, the man who inherited Roger's will, and he wasted no time doing so. Like, he just straight up did what he needed to do to make sure Luffy and his crew would be safe. So I hope that after this flashback and adding more meaning to Pedro's sacrifice, that Oda doesn't then end up getting cold feet and bringing him back to life. I mean, we saw Perospero rise from the ashes this chapter, and I really wouldn't be surprised if Oda did the same thing with Pedro, but I truly hope he doesn't. But yeah, I kind of have a feeling we're going to move on to Sanji next chapter, seeing as the crew departed and we're heading in that direction, so I don't feel like we're going to get the Katakuri versus Luffy fight just yet. Maybe not the whole chapter anyway. I feel like it's either going to be split up or we're going to get it a chapter from now, like not next chapter but the chapter afterwards, but who knows. Overall, I'm going to rate this chapter a 9 out of 10. It was extremely enjoyable and it set up a major fight for the upcoming chapters, and I'm really looking forward to it. So let me know what you guys think of the chapter in the comment section down below. Like the video if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already for more of that One Piece content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. One.